What's going on, guys? This is going to be another weekly review following up the Sunday Market Blitz, where I pretty much just tear down through all the analyses that we presented to you guys on Sunday and pretty much see how they did for the prior week. Okay, so we do this every single week. We've been doing this since the beginning of Forex League, years pretty much. We'll do that analysis on Sunday, do it on pretty much the 4-hour time frame, play it through the week, and then review it for you guys on Friday. Now, these are active charts, so you guys do have the ability to at any point during the week, click these, open up these charts, and then there'll be a play button so you can play it forward and see how the trades are progressing. All right, so let's start it. Let's get right into DXY. So this is what it's going to look like when you open these up. We drop these in Telegram when we post the analysis on Sunday. So you're going to come into here. It's going to look just like this, and here's the trade idea, right? We also give you guys a description, the trends that are most apparent. We label all that, give you guys the trade idea and what we expect. So let's review DXY. It had been ranging quite a bit, so that means indecision. There's no real trend here. So we didn't really have a play while we were between these two zones. So we're expecting either a lower high below to continue bearish or look for a higher low above the range to continue bullish. Let's see how this played out. Clearly this dropped. It didn't give us the retest we wanted. There was a small pullback here, this little engulfing. Somewhat tested this zone, but it didn't really smash into 95.8. That would have been perfect. Nice lower high rejection there. Boom, then the drop. Overall, our bias was right. It did fall. But again, not the cleanest structure. It looks like it's on the comeback now, so we will be looking for lower highs closer to this area, closer to 95.8. Okay, so that's DXY. Did follow this for the most part. So we'll see what this next week's analysis has. Again, guys, tune in on Sunday to see that one. So let's move over to AU, see what this one was doing. Overall, we were pretty bullish. We did break back below 0.72, so we could see that we were pretty much newly bearish here on the 4-hour. So the likely scenario was that it's going to drop down towards 0.71 support. Okay, modest target. We had seen prior lows there. Seemed like a reasonable target. Okay, for us to change our bias and go bullish, we need to see a break back through that same level, 0.72. with a higher low above, something like this here, right? Retest of the zone, good rejection, positive response from bullish price action, and then it started pumping higher. So that's what we need to see now. Okay, higher low, and then boom. So let's see how it played out. Okay, it did exactly that. Huge volume. It actually did not give us much of a retest. There was a flicker of a bearish candle there, nothing too crazy. But instead, it just kind of took off, smashed into resistance at 0.73. Now it's on the pullback and is testing 0.72 as support. So this makes it very easy for us to next week. You guys could pretty much tell right now that this is going to be our key zone, looking for bullish reactions off to continue bullish, or we're looking for lower highs below to go bearish. Okay, so very easy. We'll have more to say about this on Sunday. Either way, it did play out. Went with trade scenario 2. It's looking more bullish now. Okay, so that's AU. Let's see what AJ is doing. Very similar. We were overall bullish. We were at a low and near a key level. So AU and AJ were pretty similar in that respect. We were expecting this to drop quite a bit. We saw consolidation just below this level. However, this pattern was not really fully broken yet. So we really need to see the right conviction to then enter short in this and then target down towards key support at 81.5. Okay, for us to continue with the overall bullish bias, we needed to flip 83.25. See that higher low above? Something like this with a little more follow through, and then that would have been a great trade up towards this 85 resistance level. So let's see how this played out. Okay, so this one kind of just increased in volume, didn't really choose a direction until here. So it pushed back up. This is further consolidation, even at this level. Still consolidation there. Last attempt from the bulls, looks like a fake out, came right back down, didn't give us a retest, unfortunately. But we could be in for another setup into this week. So this has kind of been the theme of this past week, is this sharp volume. It just steps in and kind of just takes off, right? We don't really get much opportunity here to enter. However, a lower high below here right after this fake out, confirmed. We wanted to see this lower high right here, maybe a little more consolidation, then conviction. It makes it very hard, small window of opportunity when you see a fake out and then just huge volume on the comeback. So yeah, this one not as clear of an analysis. It kind of had a mind of its own this past week. So we'll reanalyze. That's trading, guys. We'll reanalyze this Sunday, come up with some new scenarios. Definitely looking short now, but waiting for that next lower high. Okay, because that's what's interesting here is we still don't have a lower high below 83.25. Bit of a fake out. We really want to see that next structure point for confidence purposes. And then we can get into some nice trades then. But until then, we'll wait. That's AJ. Let's scroll up here to UJ, see how we did on this pair this past week. Okay, this one was overall bullish, and we knew it was pretty overextended, right? I mean, look at this rally. Huge, huge rally. We do have a nice little flag pattern, but this was our 38.2 point. I took the fibs off for, just to keep it simple, but this right here was the level where we were looking to react at. So we wanted the price action to continue to form this pattern, continue to consolidate, hit a structure point, give us a higher low, and then continue bullish. So that was the idea. Let's see how it played out. Okay, instead, it continued to form the pattern. We saw a little bit of a reaction here after we hit 38.2, but it didn't break the pattern. It still formed a lower high. It didn't break this one. And then it kind of just melted through this level. No retest, so there was no opportunity to short there either. But technically, this is still, this still has bullish potential. So we knew that there was an opportunity to drop down to here according to the higher time frame. We just need to see this play out first. Obviously this fell right back down, but this is an area where we want to see some consolidation now, start seeing some higher lows and more consistent structure, not like this here, right? This thing kind of just took off without forming structure, didn't see any fib levels, just kind of did its thing. This is an opportunity where we'd like to see that now. Okay, so this would be very, very clear to see that if price action breaks above 114.15, we're looking for higher lows and then a nice, hopefully a nice continuation upwards. Okay, if this continues to fall, it's back within a range. Okay, a lot of support, a lot of traffic here. So this is going to be interesting to see play out in the next week or so. But we'll play this out, go over this, analyze this on Sunday again. Okay, so let's jump over to EJ, see how this one played out. This one was overall bullish. We had a pretty steady trend here. Not the strongest, somewhere, just a moderate, bullish channel here. It was creeping higher. But we did find ourselves at key resistance, 131.35. So a couple touches there. We were rest day adding now. So we decided not to take any trades between these two zones, minor and major. And we're looking just for the next structure point, right? So if we broke above 131.35, we're looking for higher lows, enter a nice bullish conviction, target higher. That'd be a really nice trade. However, if it failed to push higher and kind of just, flopped and pushed lower, we were looking for the first lower high below this level here, right? Because this zone was supporting this bit of structure. And that would be a nice transition. Then we could enter short, start targeting some major support levels like 130, potentially lower down towards 129. So let's see how this played out. This one was really, honestly, high on my list for this past week. It looked like this was gonna play out the clearest, right? So let's see what happened. Okay, it dumped, dropped below 138.5, failed to give us the lower high, unfortunately. Instead, it came back up, tested this level again, nice little double top there, and that's when it absolutely collapsed. So we got these two giant bearish candles, right? This one especially, really, really nice candle. That honestly would have been your only entry candle. However, for me, it's kind of lacking confirmations. I would have liked to see a lower high below 138.5, nice little retest of that, and then some conviction. That way, the risk reward would have been slightly better. I would have had a little more confidence that this was actually going to dump. But either way, the volume stepped in, gave us a flicker of a bullish candle there, and then just fell right to 130. So going into this next week, you guys could already see that there's going to be some nice setups similar to what we were already expecting, some lower highs, and then we'll target back down. So we'll get into this one then. So not bad from EJ. But yeah, again, guys, that's the theme. When there's some sharp movements, some speculation going on, there's not going to be much normal structure, right? It's going to be a lot of kind of dramatized price action in the sense that you're going to see this crazy volume. You're going to see huge spikes, huge swings, playing into the higher time frame stuff. So that means there may be opportunities next week after we can see some consolidation and then some, other points of interest. Okay. And that's how the market works, guys. It's got these, these different flows. Sometimes it's really, really trending and it's taking off and the market's taking a hit. And sometimes it's forming more normal stuff where we can capitalize on a little easier. But yeah, that's it. So let's jump over to gold, see where this one was at. So the volume is good here. Again, the range kind of expanded a little bit. In the past, we were really zoned in on 1800 and 1825. As long as price action was between these two zones, we just saw what seemed like to be endless ranging, right, for weeks on end, which was not really great. And as you guys know, if you followed along, I don't like trading ranges. Usually there's not much opportunity there. But now things have slightly changed in the sense that 1785 has been acting more as the key support level for this 4-hour trend, right? 1800 is kind of being disrespected a little bit. We are seeing some support there, but price action is really kind of dramatized here, right? We're seeing these deeper pullbacks. So the range has kind of been expanded a little bit. 1785 is support, 1825 is resistance. So this gives us a little bit of room to work with, right? There's some volume here, there's some distance. We can take some trades if the 4-hour trend supports it. So we're expecting this to kind of do what it's been doing and reject off support here and continue to the upside. Again, looking for nice confirmations, still, higher lows. And that would actually turn out to be a pretty good trade, good risk reward, and, a good amount of room to, manage it accordingly. Okay, so if that didn't play out, we're looking for a lower high below 1785 and then some conviction so we could enter short. And then likely, target down towards 1765, maybe lower depending on the volume. But let's see how it played out. These were the ideas essentially. And look what happened. It rejected perfectly off this level. So a nice engulfing, that would have been your entry, and then target towards 1825. Okay, now it looks like it's going to do, again, what it's been doing, ranging, and it's on the way back down. So this is where you would drop down time frames, adjust to the 30-minute, 1 hour, look for entries off minor resistance levels, and look for those lower time frame structure points. So some nice lower highs here, ideally. So yeah, that's gold. Gold played out pretty well. I definitely went with trade scenario 1, but that's probably the best scenario. There was like one other one, but overall, guys, it was a tough week, and sometimes that's part of trading. But we are going to be doing this again on Sunday, so tune in. We'll go over all these pairs again and see what next week has for us. But until then, guys, enjoy the rest of the weekend, and I'll see you guys soon.